I was in charge of the face shield production, so what we would do is I would cut them on the cutting table, bring them over, we would tape them up so we could glue the foam on, then we would sew the head straps over, test them out, bag them up, seal them, box them up, and get them to go. We started out doing around, 500 to 1,000 a day, and then we started getting orders from 3,000, 9,000, 14,000 to 20,000. So we kind of had to pick it up. We had to pick up the pace and go. All right, Mom. I love you very much. Have a good day. Don't work too hard. I moved down to Texas from South Dakota mid-August of 2019. I was born and raised up in South Dakota. I wanted to see something new, and I wanted to meet new people. The only way to do that was to just buck up and pack my bags and go. Packing up and moving is tough already. Now, packing up and moving and leaving to go across the country all by yourself is very stressful. In August of 2018, my stepfather passed away from liver cancer. It took a toll on our family. He was only in my life for about 8.5 years, but I will say that those were probably the best 8.5 years of my life. He was the first father figure that wasn't my father that I actually accepted and I loved dearest. He was there through puberty. He was there through my breakups, my heartbreaks, growing up in middle school, high school. He was there for my graduation. He was actually the motivation for me to get my driver's license. He was the motivation for me to go out and hunt for my own food in case anything happened. Watching him, his skin literally turn yellow. Him literally not being able to do anything, move a muscle. He could hardly breathe on his own. Just thinking about it, it hurts. It was more of a motivation to get the heck out of South Dakota and live my life, because it's what he wanted me to do. I thought it was going to be all fun and games when I first moved down here, but I couldn't find a job for the first couple of months. My phone got shut off for a little bit because I wasn't making near as much money. It was stressful. I didn't know anybody. I didn't know what to do, and I kind of thought I made a huge mistake, and I was about ready to pack my stuff up and go back to South Dakota. Chair Care Patio was a lifesaver. I first came in, I didn't have to wait for a phone call. I came in, filled out the application. The second I signed it, brought it to the owner, Debbie, she hired me. Something in her eyes said, like, I know what you're going through, I know how stressful it can be, here you go, welcome to Chair Care Patio. And I've been here ever since, until COVID swooped in and just completely ruined everything.
The first case of the deadly Chinese coronavirus making its way to the U.S. A Washington state man testing positive for the deadly virus.
Everything was going good for about 48 hours. And then I got the phone call from my boss saying, because of COVID happening, we are ordered to shut down production.
All businesses operating within Dallas County, except for essential businesses, are required to cease in-person operations effective midnight tomorrow.
2 to 3 weeks went by. Then I got my phone call, come back to Chair Care, do some PPE. Chair Care Patio, what we originally do is we repair and refurbish patio furniture. Customers bring in their furniture, they have it get delivered to our shop. We have certain select fabrics, and the whole reason why we had to shut down production is because, yes, it is not essential. It's not an essential business, but also because since COVID and everything with across overseas and everything, most of our fabrics come in from China. So since COVID's here, we can't get our fabrics sent in from China. So we were losing money and we're not essential, so our boss had to come up with something. She got brought up the opportunity to do the PPE for Baylor Scott & White, called back all the employees that had got let go, come back, have a good time. So then we started doing medical gowns, face shields, and face masks because of COVID. I was in the face shield production because I'm a little shaky. I'm not good with the sewing machines, so I couldn't sew the gowns or the masks. So I did the face shields. I would work on our plotter cutter to cut the face shields, cut the foam. I had a huge part of it since I was like the only actual employee that works here that was working in that. We had other people come in just for the time being during COVID because they were out of the job at their previous job, so they would come here. My boss would give them a paycheck still during COVID so they didn't have to worry about not being able to feed their families. So I was pretty much just making sure we get the right amount done every day and make sure that we can keep this going so we can keep our jobs. Because of Chair Care Patio, I am not on the streets. The people, amazing, beautiful. I already consider them my family, and I've only been here since April. Everybody working with each other and everybody working with me and being so kind and so nice and open-hearted to bring me in. The light at the end of the tunnel is always there. Whether it's a further distance away or it's closer to you, you will always get there. I just needed a change, and I got that change. But change doesn't come to you, you gotta go towards it. My stepfather didn't want me to hold myself back because of anything, and he wanted me to continue living my life as if he was still there. So that's exactly what I'm doing.